As mortgage rates continue to remain high, the housing market remains largely unaffordable for many Americans. And one trickle-down effect of that reality is that realtors continue to struggle. Last year's median gross income for realtors was just below $56,000. That is actually a decrease from 2022. For more on the current state of the real estate market, as well as the realities of breaking into the real estate business, is Jessica Markowski, Serhant real estate agent and star of Netflix's Owning Manhattan. Jessica, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh,
I'm obsessed with the show.
Good. Did you finish it?
I did finish it. I binged it right away. But
oh, good, good. I'm happy to hear that.
Something that came for me for the show, and this was filmed in 2021, right?
Yes.
Shortly after the pandemic.
Yes.
And we remain in this very wonky market. Interest rates are high, inventory is low. What are you hearing from buyers and sellers? And is it possible to even time this market right now?
Yeah, it's kind of to the point of what Jonathan Gray just said from Blackstone. We're expecting interest rates to drop. I think everyone's really optimistic. There's not a lot of inventory on the market right now, but, there's still a lot of great inventory out there. But we're hoping that come September, we're going to have like a little decrease. Not to say that, I have clients who are all cash buyers, right? But, when people come with a mortgage, they're waiting for a drop.
Got it. So cash is king, which
cash is always king.
Always king,
Always
which we consistently hear. One of the other big things that stuck out to me was the negotiating process here, because you guys are selling these multi-million-dollar homes. These buyers are billionaires, yet they're still holding firm with their negotiating. So when you're advising clients, or do you have any tips when it comes to home buyers that are in that negotiating process?
Yeah, I think that's why they hire us, right? Like, we find this to be a beautiful craft, and we've figured out a science to how we're negotiating. And, we're that middleman to really help our client to get the best deal possible. So that's why we're in between the transaction.
And in the beginning, we were just talking about the life of a realtor and how there are certainly some struggles. We're seeing that the people that are choosing to be realtors decline. They only make about $50,000 a year. How can you be successful in this career path?
Yeah, you have to know going into real estate, like the first year is always the hardest. I know for myself, I know for my colleagues, definitely the first year is hard, but if you stay persistent, just like when you work out, if you really find this to be like a routine, you could become very good at it, but it doesn't come overnight. It's not like an overnight success story. It's the work, the grind, the persistency allows you to become successful.
And what are the biggest struggles that you face and you've seen some of your colleagues face in this career?
There's a lot of ups and downs, right? So, we don't focus on that. Luckily on the show, we really try and capture the hard, bad, good, and ugly, which is in the trailer too, which is something that I said. It's a grind, it's hard, but, we don't really capture those hard moments, but they exist 50% of the time too.
And I'm hearing more and more of people wanting to go into real estate as a second career of sorts, maybe a side hustle of sorts. Is that something that you see that's common? And can you make money and be successful doing that if you're not dedicating 100% of your time?
I think you have to dedicate anything in life. You can't go half foot in. I really think if you really want to pursue the career in real estate or any job for that matter, you have to put all your eggs into that basket to be successful. There are people who do side hustles for sure, but to be very good at it, you have to put everything aside and focus on one path.
And you actually transitioned from a career in fashion to real estate. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are curious about making a career transition, a career pivot. Yeah. What advice would you have for them?
I would say do it. If you really want to switch, you're tired of the job you've had for 10 years, it's okay to switch it. The skills that you've acquired from previous jobs that you've had, you could easily apply it to real estate or any other industry. You're still a valuable asset to any other company you join. So I'm for it.
Yeah, love it. And finally, I want to talk about social media.
Yeah.
You are really big on social media. You use it to promote your work. How much is social media going to play a part in helping people find homes?
Sure. Luckily at Serhant, we really strive for social media. It's probably one of the reasons why Ryan really wanted me to join his company. Prior to real estate, I was a content creator and I worked with Kim Kardashian on an app called Screenshot. So I really believed in social media and branding and spreading awareness through social media. And Serhant's really good at content and producing high quality images and videos. Just as watching our show Owning Manhattan, the production value of the show is jaw dropping. And it's just because that's what sells. That's what draws you in. That's what hooks you in. And It's probably why you purchased a property, huh?
Oh God, here we go. Spilling all my secrets, Jessica.
I shouldn't have said it.
No, but yes, and I found the show really entertaining in that sense.
Yeah.
When you're going out there and you're looking to buy homes,
Yeah.
it's so different everywhere else, and New York City is such a special place
It
as
is. New York is always going to be New York.
I love
and that's
it.
why we own Manhattan.
Exactly. Well, Owning Manhattan, if you haven't watched it yet, you can watch it on Netflix. Hopefully we'll have a season 2.
Yes.
Jessica Markowski, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Of course, appreciate it.